What is up, Jake Paul Biz? Welcome back, another video, another week. Today I'm going to be talking about a successful branded campaign. So, if you're an influencer, this will help you. If you work for an agency, this will help you. And if you work for a brand, this will help you. So there's a lot that goes into creating a successful branded campaign. There's creative, contracts, content, posting stuff online, the results afterward, communication, all sorts of things. Now, as an influencer, I'm gonna first start with saying a couple of the things that create a successful branded campaign for an influencer. One, does this campaign fit well with your audience? Ask yourself that. Make sure this is something that you really want to do and be passionate about, because that'll come across in any content that you make, and it'll make the brand happier. The ROI will be greater for everyone. Number two, is the rate fair? You don't want to just like skimp out and kind of sell out, if you will, just to make some extra cash on the side. Saying no is more powerful than saying yes. A huge thing, number three, is being able to control the creative. When brands start to work together, a lot of times they say like, hey, I'll let you do whatever you want, and then when it comes down to it, they want to control the whole entire thing and really make it like their tone and their voice. But the influencer, you understand your audience the best, so you want to be in charge of the creative. Going over to the brand and agency side, you want to let that creator that you're employing create the content. They are literally communicating with their fans on a day-to-day basis. They know what's going to perform well. They know what's going to seem like too much. And so it's just best to let them run with the wind and actually let them do that. Now, if you're working for an agency or brand, the best way to approach an influencer with a branded campaign is to kind of hit them with all the details and as much as possible all at once and make it sound really, really appealing. They care about the money, what kind of content's gonna be made, and what sort of platforms that it's going on. The rest is kind of just like white noise and can convolute things. Influencers are always just wanting to create content and don't want to really be involved on the business side of things. So the easier you can make it for them, the better. The shorter the contracts, the better. Try to keep it super easy for them. A lot of influencers actually don't have lawyers. Depending on who you are as a brand, or if you're an agency and you're working with a brand, you really want to approach influencers that kind of fit with that brand. You don't want to just hit up some random people to do some random campaign just because you think they'll say yes. One huge thing that I really want to stress and emphasize here, and going back to it, is if you are the brand or the agency, you will see the biggest return on investment if you let the influencers run with the creative and let them really do what they want. They'll be more passionate about it. The fans will like it better, and so on and so forth. And you really gotta be comfortable in kind of letting go of things, while at the same time still obviously being in control and having the proper amount of say involved in making sure they're doing things on time. Also, when the content is being made, you really want to be clear with the influencer on what it is that you guys want, or what the idea or creative is going to be, so that there isn't a ton of revisions. The worst thing I hate as a creator is making something for a brand, sending it in for approval, and having to redo it 4 or 5 times, because it takes a lot of time and effort to get the content the way I want it perfectly. That is a good quick summary of how to create a successful branded campaign from all sides of the spectrum. As an influencer, it's good to know the brand and agency side, and as a brand or agency, it's good to know the influencer side. If you guys have any more questions, leave it in the comments and I can be replying to some of them. Jake Paul Biz, peace!